Hello there, Talkin fight fans around the world. Welcome once again to another episode of the Friday Night Panel. Tonight featuring Mike Orr. You might know him from Mike Orr at 4 Knuckle Up. How you doing, Mike?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Awesome. And also Christian, who we've seen on a pretty regular basis doing the Olympic episodes for us. How you doing, Christian?
I'm excellent, Graham. Yourself?
Oh, not bad at all. Thank you very much. Tonight we have a very special guest joining us, Montell Griffin out of Chicago. A great U.S. fighter, both Olympian and professional fighter, and currently opening up gyms and working with youth. And he's got a new book out. So do you want to introduce him, Mike, and let us know about his fight career, and then we'll bring him on? And
Definitely. Today's guest, Montell Griffin, Montell Ice Griffin. Today's guest is a professional boxer who competed from 1993 to 2011. He compiled an amateur record of 36-5. He won the 1992 United States Amateur Light Heavy title. He also competed for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team and is a former WBC Light Heavyweight champion in 1997 and now author, I guess, Montell Ice Griffin. The champ. Let's bring him out.
There he is.
What's going on?
Champ.
How you doing?
Champ, how you doing, champ?
I'm doing very fine.
Where are you coming to us from today, champ? You in the gym, by the sounds of it?
I'm in the boxing gym right now. The guy hitting the speed bag. Sorry about that.
No, I can hear it. I love it, man. It makes for good background noise.
That was the giveaway. It was the speed bag in the background. So gyms in the Chicago area are open right now, then?
Yeah. I think we back to phase 2. I think so. We have restaurants open and back up.
Wow, jealous.
Yeah, you're doing a little better than us then these days.
Yeah, we've been pushed back to March 8th, I think. We've been pushed back to March 8th. Champ, I gotta say something. Honestly, growing up watching boxing, James Toney was one of my favorite. And then you beat him twice, man, and turned me on to you and your whole career. Honestly, great career you had, man. You fought the who's, the greats of the greats, and you came out victorious in most occasions. Please tell me what it was like to fight James Toney the first time.
Well, James Toney was my favorite fighter. I stayed in his house when I got back from the Olympics for like a week or two. He was gonna be my manager. Things didn't work out, and I ended up going home, and we fought 3 years later. He was my idol. He was my favorite fighter. So I was just happy to get the opportunity.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, yeah, you did bring it to him. I'll tell you that much. I remember watching those fights, watching you destroy one of my favorite fighters. Honestly, it's great. It's great that you've come on the show. It's great to have you here, man. And that's an awesome experience, man. So you fought him twice, right?
Yeah.
And both times was like, did you find it easier the second time to fight him than the first?
I had more experience. First time I fought 14 and even though it was a year later, it was like 2 years. Because I fought in the beginning of 95 at the end of 96, so it was like 2 years.
Right.
So I felt my experience level had gotten much better.
Right. In 95, you beat him with a majority decision, and then you fought him again a couple years later, and ended up with the unanimous. So, yeah, honestly, that those are great fights that go down in my head that I can remember, man. Because honestly, I was a big James Toney fan, and you came and you beat my man twice, which was awesome. And it's great to actually talk to you about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I got a question for you, champ. You've got a fairly impressive professional record as well at 50-8 and 1 draw. most of the ones that I've the reading I've been doing about that the things in that number 8, the loss column there, most of them come with the caveat of a contentious split decision. You don't often see, oh yeah, he's lost, he's done. It's usually there was an argument involved with any loss that I'm seeing here. So what did you do to move on from those losses? Because a lot of these times it looks like these are fights you should have been winning. See points of yours awarded to other people.
Yeah, well, out of my 8 losses, I don't really think I lost like 3 or 4 times. I got robbed a few times, so it is what it is. I don't know.
So how do you mentally move on from a robbery? Like, you won that fight and they take it away from you. This is affecting your professional career. How do you move on mentally?
You got to put it behind you. You got to forget about it. If you're a professional fighter, professional athlete, you got to have a short memory. Guys lose and have to come back. Things happen. You got to be strong mentally and move forward. Especially the fights I knew I really won. I mean, it bothers me, but it don't bother me as much.
Bothers you less now that there's a bit of time between you and the incident? Completely frozen.
Are we having static technical difficulties?
Yeah, I'm getting some static here on my end.
Sorry, so am I.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. Ask the question again.
There you go. Ask that question again. You can hear it.
Okay, well, I think you did answer my question. I had just been asking how you move on mentally, and I think you said that as a professional athlete, you need a short memory when it comes to the losses.
That's good.
So he's been opening up some gyms. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I want to talk to him about. So you've been opening up gyms. Can you run us through that? What that's about and what the whole is it for all the youth, underprivileged youth? Is that what you're doing right now?
Well, my father opened up Windy City in 1973. So I trained that. He passed away in '83. He moved it to the west side. That was the second. Location. And then I opened this up 3 years ago with my father's name. He made the Montell Griffin, Windy City Boxing Club, because I want everybody to know that man, that name.
That's excellent.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It hasn't always been boxing 24/7 for you. I know that since you ended since you stopped fighting professionally. I won't lie. I did a bit of digging through places like your LinkedIn in there, and saw that you held a few interesting places that took you away from the world of sports. So, what was the journey like coming back to being to a place where you can do boxing full time and recommit yourself?
I kind of got pushed in this because of unfortunate circumstances. I was a Cook County sheriff here in Chicago. I got suspended for defending myself. So, I got suspended with no pay. So, I said I got to do something to open up my boxing job.
So, was it a blessing in disguise because it brought you back to boxing full time?
Yeah. I mean, kind of great.
So so you're saying you were a sheriff and you got suspended for 2 weeks, no pay, and so it's brought you right back to boxing. That's pretty incredible, actually. What was it like to become a sheriff? Actually, run us through how that all happened.
I was just moving on with my life. I became a sheriff in 2010, 2011, and I just transitioned over to that to get the boxing behind me, and I had a kid, Sean, asked me to train and that's how I got back into.
That's awesome. That's a great story. So you've recently written a book. Can you tell us a bit about that and elaborate on what that's about?
Yeah. Yeah, I just tell everybody, man, I wasn't the greatest ever. I don't like ever. I just think so many people because of my lifestyle and how everything worked out that I should write a book. And I did that. And I've been out trying to tell people about it. It's called The Ice Life.
And where can people pick up a copy of this book?
Well, the link is theicelifebook.com. Theicelifebook.com.
Theicelifebook.com. Okay.
Amazon and Kindle.
Perfect. Yeah, we got to get that plug in.
Graham, you have any questions for our guest?
I want to know where he got the nickname Ice.
Whoop. Are we having some technical difficulties there?
I just jabbed the phone.
He gave it a nice hook.
Turn the volume on.
That's better.
So you can hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, there you are.
Good?
Yeah, so you can hear you good now. Perfect.
So the ice.
I've got intermittent audio and no video at the moment, just frozen.
I've got audio and video.
Well, no, I have you guys. I just don't have Montell at the moment.
Can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I was just asking where you got the nickname Ice.
A buddy of mine, when I got home from the Olympics, a buddy of mine I grew up with, Brian Cooper, started calling me Ice. And I didn't understand. I never even asked him why. But when I turned pro, they asked me, do I have a boxing name? And I said, my buddy called me Ice. That's why I wrote down. And when I ended up Tony, so calm under pressure. That, like, that's how I got it.
That's awesome. It's because you're as cold as ice in the ring, man. That's why.
Well, hey, if people like it, then I love
it. I guess it's better than being called Windy.
Right. Oh, that's awesome.
That's true. That's true. So without giving away too much of the plot of the book, obviously, because we want people to go out and buy themselves a copy and read it, what's the big takeaway from the book? What are you hoping that your readers are going to take home with them at the end of the day?
Oh, did we lose audio?
Quit boxing. I came back and, I made the Olympic team with 30 amateur fights. So, like I said, it's a story about never giving up and make sure you give yourself a second chance.
I know we're working a bit backwards here, Champ, but can you take us a little bit through? We have a bit of an interest in the Olympics, specifically with Tokyo coming up. Graham and I do a spot most afternoons where we chat a little bit about amateur sport and the upcoming Olympics in general. Can you talk to us a little bit about what it's like to be in the Olympic Village during the games? I think you were at Barcelona, is where you were, correct?
Yes, the Olympics was the greatest experience in my lifetime. From seeing Carl Lewis, Johnson, Charles Barkley, Evander Holyfield walk around the village, it was great. It was a great experience, and I'm glad I got a chance to live through it.
That's one of the things we've been discussing lately is the fact that we have a feeling that the athlete's experience outside of the actual competition part of the sport when it comes to this upcoming Olympics has completely been vaporized. Athletes aren't allowed to socialize, meet people from around the world. They're not going to be allowed to even stay in the Olympic Village once their event's finished. So looking at something very different these days, and I don't think the athletes are going to get to have the same experience that you did, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's too bad because, like I said, it was a great experience. I was there with the dream team. It was just, man, it was a great experience. I met Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Pat Ewing, on and on. The only two I didn't see was Larry Bird and Michael Jordan.
Now, they got to keep them hidden separate somewhere.
In the presidential suite.
So champ, run us through what it was like with the first time putting that belt around your waist when you fought for the title.
I mean, to win this qualification, that I didn't want to do. I think I could, beat Roy fair and square, and I was beating him, and it was just something I had to deal with. I had the WBA convention was going on in Atlantic City at the same time, and I went the next. I won the title. I was kind of like upset because I won by disqualification. I saw all my peers and a lot of great guys. And don't be mad. He hit you for a reason. So
he hit you because you were bringing it to him real nice.
Right. Well, he was frustrated. He was frustrated at that point.
That made me start looking at things differently after that.
And they rushed you into the rematch too. They didn't leave you enough time between the first and second fight.
It was only 4 months.
Yeah, 5 months. They rushed me.
Yeah.
That's back, and didn't allow me to warm up for the fight, which is crazy. But it's in the book. Check it out. I got proof. That they rushed me in the fight.
So, champ. I guess you're in the gym right now. I guess you got a lot of fighters that you're training. Is there anybody that you think right now in your gym that we should be on the lookout for up and coming people to watch?
Well, I trained Shondell Winters. He fought. He's a small, actually a light heavyweight cruiser who knocked out the number 12 heavyweight in the world. And he went over to Ireland and Poland and knocked out another heavyweight. So he came back and fought Joseph Parker. He had a good showing. But of course, we want to win. But, the thing was, our last fight, we lost kind of bad. We just got to come back. But I got Shondell Winters, Nick Asbury, working with Vaughn Alexander. So I got a few guys. The amateurs, not doing too good right now because of the pandemic.
Yeah, definitely. So you find it hard for your fighters to get a lot of training in with this whole pandemic thing. Do you find a lot of them are like behind where they should be right now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep them in the gym, and it's kind of hard, but I understand why.
Okay. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this Legends Only League with Mike Tyson and all the veterans getting back into the ring? What are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was a great night. I really enjoyed myself. I went back to the old days, and I felt like a kid watching Mike Tyson. So I liked it. And I hope so they keep doing it, and I would love to get a chance to be a part of that.
Well, it was a 90s throwback special with Tyson fighting Roy Jones Jr. and Snoop Dogg performing. It was the 90s kind of all rolled into one there. It was great.
It was a great night to me.
Yeah.
People making excuses and talking bad, but I had a ball.
Oh, definitely. To watch him get in there at the AJR and still put on a great show, it shows great sportsmanship and a lot of heart, man.
Yeah. I thought it was hell of a
So if you had the opportunity to get back in the ring tomorrow, who would you fight?
I mean, right now, I'm kind of. I fought light heavyweight, so a lot of guys who light heavyweight is like over 200 pounds now. I'm a little small. I'm like 187. So it had to be a smaller guy. But
You got them working hard in that gym. I can hear that bag just going and going and going round after round, man. Make them do work, right, champ? Make them do work.
they you know what I'm saying? I got a one guy who he be on the speed bag for hours, so he loves speed bag.
So one of the things that, Mike, one of the things that we like to ask anytime we have an actual fighter come on and join us for the panel is, if you were, let's say that you got one of those, the fight that you were looking for there, how long would you need from right here today to stepping back in the ring? How long would you need to train in order to feel that you're up to scratch to step back in the ring for a fight?
To get back ready and to be at 100%, like 3 years. No,
3 years.
I'm just saying. I keep myself in pretty good shape. I try to work out. I try to run. So I think I can put it together, about 3 or 4 months. I think I could be.
You'd be back to 100% inside of 3-4 months.
I ain't gonna say I'll never be 100%, but I'll be good enough to do the rounds.
Honestly, champ, with your experience, you've forgotten more than most of them will ever know. Don't worry.
Is that to fight one of the YouTubers though, or is that to fight another fighter?
Oh yeah, no, I would never want to do that. I mean,
well, the money's got to be good for the YouTube fights. Money's got to be good for those.
The only thing the YouTube fights are, what they're doing. Those guys is they're bringing a new audience to a sport that needs new audiences, right? And they're bringing a younger generation to the sport of boxing, and it's great. I think it's doing amazing for it.
Yeah, like I said, yeah. I wouldn't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm trying to. These Texas in the way. I'm trying to give me a goal. That's why you can't see me.
He's going to give us some eye candy in a second. I can see it. It's coming.
I'm trying to get rid of this text.
Oh, I thought you said a Texan.
Well, yeah, they'll be coming north just to warm up. Texas has got probably about as much snow as we do right now, but they don't know what to do with it.
And he's back.
He's back. We see him. We got him. I don't know if he's frozen. Champ, can you hear us?
There. Well, we can certainly hear his punching bag, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely, man. Yo, those guys are doing work in that background, man. I've been through that shit.
I wonder if they
round
paint
after
Logan,
round after round. That guy's shoulders are tired right now, man. I'm telling you.
Are they painting Logan Paul's face on that punching bag? And just,
I would.
So we don't have pictures of non-boxers.
No pictures of non-boxers. I like that. That's good. That's good. Oh man, Champ, what do you think about 4-ounce gloves? Do you think it's a good idea to lower the weight of the gloves and bring in some lightweights like 4-ouncers?
No, box is too dangerous. 10 ounces and 12 ounces is good enough. They stopped using 8 ounces in the 90s when the kid Akeem got hurt. So I'm
see where I stand on it is I think it would make shorter fights, right? And shorter fights save lives, man. Less brain damage in the end.
I don't know. It's a whole crazy situation.
Mike's been pushing this 4-ounce glove thing for months now, and so far, exactly 0 people have bit.
No, I've had to agree. That the fights would be shorter.
Well, yeah, but none of them have agreed that 4-ounce gloves would be a good
you know what?
idea for professional or even amateur fights.
In boxing, they generate so much power from their hips when they're punching. It probably, honestly and truthfully, you'd have guys dropping dead from punches, with a 4-ounce glove. To be
Well,
honest,
you'd see more broken hands than anything else. But yeah, there is always the possibility of severe brain damage or things like that. But mostly
Definitely.
broken hands.
Why aren't they dropping dead in bare knuckle fights then?
Yeah. I mean, with the MMA, the 4-ounce glove. I mean, as soon as they get hit, it seems like they all get hurt.
yeah.
Well, yeah, as soon as they get hit, that's how they end up on the ground and in a grappling match every friggin' time.
The best I've ever heard was, yeah, but a lot of fights go to the ground, but all fights start on their feet.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to punch.
Somebody was hurting.
Yeah, definitely.
We're closing in on that 30-minute mark, guys.
Yep. No problem. Any last questions you have for him, Graham?
No. I'm really happy that Montell came on our show. He was a great introduction through Roger Golden, and I'm glad he came on. He promoted his book, promoted his gyms, plural, promoted the scene in Chicago, which we hear is fantastic these days. I didn't realize that gyms are back open in COVID, but they are. So he's been a wonderful guest. I've really appreciated his time. It's good to see he's still working right now.
yeah, he's working hard, man.
And I can hear guys in the background working. So
yeah, we gotta let him get back to putting these kids to work.
Everything good.
Christian, any last questions for the champ?
Yeah, absolutely. All the fights you had a lot of big fights over your career, both in amateur and then professionally. If you had to tell our viewers, if you want to see me summed up, my boxing style summed up in one fight, what fight are we sending our guys to go watch?
I think my second James Toney fight probably was the best fight of my career.
Number 2?
Yeah, definitely. Great. Honestly, great representation of your ability in the ring by far, champ. That was a great fight. That fight actually turned me on to watching the rest of your career because you made a mockery of one of my favorite boxers, man, and you brought it to him like nobody's business.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. I try to every time I got in the ring, I try to be at my best. I try to give them all, and I try to keep my fans happy. Every time I got in the ring, I didn't always win, but I always put in 100%.
That's wicked.
Well, there we have it. So, viewers, go out, pick up a copy of The Ice Life, available at theicelifebook.com or on Amazon. And if you want to know why you should be picking up the Ice Life book, then you need to go and Google the second James Toney fight, and you'll see why you need to read this book.
Definitely.
Icebook.com.
That's it. You heard it here, fans. Friday night panel. Christian, Graham, Montell, thank you again, champ, for coming on. It was a pleasure to have you on. We'll definitely keep in touch. We'll definitely get you on in the future. Keep letting us know about these up and coming prospects that you have working at that gym real hard in the background. I can hear. And fans, you know what to do, man. View it, like it, share it, jab that like, hook, subscribe, and knock those comments out, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks again, champ.
Thank you, Montell. Well, Talkin' Fight fans, that was yet another celebrity guest appearance. Montell Griffin out of Chicago, a great U.S. fighter, both an Olympian and professional. And we heard it first, what he's up to now and what he's really interested in. And I think he's interested in giving back to the community.
Which he definitely is. And honestly, it's good to see guys who do this after boxing, to give back to the young guys, give back to the community.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah,
Christian,
he also goes in. He supports. Montell also supports girls in the game, as well as after-school matters and a number of other initiatives that he's interested in, and that I know he's in touch with as well. So he's definitely into giving back into the local communities in the Chicago area for sure.
Definitely. Christian, I must say those are some nice new throw pillows you have.
You like those? You like that? First off, you know that they're not new because if you've been watching the afternoon show, our 12 o'clock spot, those have been here for a while now.
Mike just wanted to sneak in the word pillows. He just had to get the word pillows into yet another show.
Oh man, yes. All our fans, thank you for tuning in to the Friday Night Panel. Again,
Quick question, Mike. We got some fights coming up this weekend, don't we? Some
we have some big events. I'm definitely going to be watching. All you fans, remember that our show on Sunday, the knockouts of the week, and then we are going to pick our knockout of the week. First time we're going to do it on the show. Make sure you tune in Sunday at 4 to watch that. We will fill you in on all the great knockouts of the weekend. And if you believe that you can find a better knockout, then I challenge you. I put the challenge out there. Find a better knockout. Watch it Sunday. Make sure we're going to start the wall. Knockouts of the week. And you heard it here on the panel.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the show, guys. Awesome. And thanks for joining us. Good viewership. And we'll see you next Friday. Thank you, Montell.
See you later, guys.
Have a good night, guys.